Hi guys, so we're going to be reviving 2 weeks here. I'm going to be washing them. First off, this is the first week. This week has been through thick and thin with me. This week is up to 5 years or 4 years if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, it's never been washed. And this is the second week. This week is like roughly 2 years old, 1.5 years or 2 years old, and I'm going to be washing it as well. Before we start washing, the first thing you have to do is to brush them. So I just detangle them using a good brush, and I just make sure to get rid of any knots or tangles. If it's too tangled, you can definitely leave this until we start washing. So this was the amount of hair that shedded from the first one. So to do this, we'll be needing a shampoo, and I use Jackie's shampoo. I love this shampoo so much. So you soak the hair into a warm water. Please make sure that the water is warm. Do not use like cold water. I think warm water is better. Then you put the shampoo and then you begin to wash. When you're washing, be sure not to overly squeeze it as if you're like squeezing water out of a cloth. Just gently wash and kind of like massage the shampoo to get off any dirt that is inside. And I was so surprised at the amount of dirt that came out of this week. Also try as much as possible to also focus on the closure, because if you're a type that uses foundation on your closure just so it matches your skin color, you might want to also focus on that as well. Just try as much as possible to wash it and really leave it clean. So when you're done shampooing, then you throw the water away and then you start to rinse. Make sure you rinse out the shampoo, every atom of the shampoo in the hair. And remember that when you're rinsing or whatever you're doing, do not overly squeeze the hair like you want to squeeze life out of it. Just try as much as possible to be gentle. If you've watched this point, please do not forget to subscribe and tap the bell beside the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that, just so you stay notified whenever I post amazing videos like this. So now we are done rinsing out the shampoo. The next step is to deep condition, and I'll be using this Afrobynature Banana Moisture Replenish Deep Conditioner. All you have to do is to take the conditioner, deep conditioner, and slather it on the hair, and then when you do that, you try as much as possible to detangle. You will see me detangling in a few minutes. But what happened is I couldn't really detangle with the way my camera was being positioned, but you get what I mean. Just try as much as possible to use your normal brush that you use in brushing your wigs and brush them. And make sure as you're applying the deep conditioner, do not forget the closure, do not forget the length of the hair, and of course the ends of the wig. It's really important. So when you're done detangling, the next thing that you do is to allow the deep conditioner we applied to settle into the hair. So how I did this was I brought a nylon and I tied the hair into the nylon and I left it for 15 minutes. Please do not leave for more than 15 minutes, because if you leave it for that long, the conditioner will soften the hair and it will start to, you know, shed a whole lot. So just make sure you leave it for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, then you proceed to rinse out thoroughly rinse out the deep conditioner from the hair. Make sure you keep on rinsing until the deep conditioner is totally out from the hair. I basically did the same thing to the second week as well. I shampooed, I deep conditioned, and I left it in the nylon for some minutes, and I also detangled. And this is the second week. I'm also basically detangling it. I didn't want to post the whole, you know, shampooing the same thing, because it was basically the same process. So to dry the wigs, what you do is, what I actually did was I used the hanger and I used the band in the wig where it helps you like wear it on your hair. Then I hung it downwards just so that every, you know, the water in it will drain. And when you're doing this, please make sure to leave it like where it will be getting cool breeze and not under the hot sun, because it's not good for your wigs, right? Intense heat. So guys, this was how the wig looked like when it was dry. I just love the fact that it was really soft and it was really moisturized, and I was so grateful that I, you know, as I was washing and deep conditioning, I was also detangling, so it was so soft and well detangled here. So what I was now doing here was I was trying to use a rattle comb to pat through the closures and make sure that, you know, the hair that got all mixed up around the closure area is open, and then when you're done, you detangle. Can you all see how just even that rattle comb is combing through it? That is how like well detangled and how clean it was afterwards. So guys, this is the video. This is it. I hope you found this really helpful. Please make sure to subscribe, and when you subscribe, tap the bell beside the subscribe button. If you found this helpful, share with your friends. Like, yo, we need to start washing our wigs with immediate effect. Okay guys, see you guys in the next video. I also have a video on how you can wash your human hair coily wig. I'll leave the link to that video in the description box, so you can definitely check them out, so you don't have any excuse not to wash any of your wigs now, right? Because this one right here is how to wash your straight wig, and I have one on how to wash your human hair coily wig. At this point, you can choose to straighten it, you can choose to coil it, or whatever you want to do with it. See you guys.